Yeah, well, it's a good offensive team, and they certainly do. They certainly kept putting pressure on us. We had a very good offensive night and put 11 runs on the board. So, it wasn't easy, but it was a win. We got it done.
It's kind of remarkable to see the dramatic turnaround Keon's had. He's gone from 3 pretty poor weeks to 3 really tremendous weeks.
Yeah, it's not unlike last year, really, if you stop and think about it. So, but the big games are, this was a huge game tonight. He had a monster game for us. So, he's capable of those big things when he gets going, and big games where he, does a lot for us and drives in a bunch of runs and home runs. So it's, hitting down in the order, still producing quite a bit of offense.
Is he Exhibit A, Craig, for sort of the value of patience in a guy that maybe it's not the best to punt a guy after one bad week?
I don't think I've ever punted a guy after a bad week.
I'm saying you have a different view than.
Well, like we said, this is, it's a 6-month season. There's stretches where guys are hot. There's stretches where they're cold. A lot of these Keons just kind of get into 100 plate appearances. And if you look back on his first 100 plate appearances, they're pretty good now when you look back on them. So, the season goes in waves, and you got to get, especially these young players that have shown us really good things. They're going to get a chance to prove it again.
Craig, it seemed like Willie never really settled in, even after you guys explode for 5 in that first. You thought he might settle down and not feel the pressure, but he never looked settled.
Yeah, he did a nice, he got out of the first inning. I don't think he was, quite in rhythm, and Betts got him right away, and then a couple walks, but I thought he did a really nice job the rest of that first inning getting through that. And then he put up some zeros. There was a stretch, I think, obviously Betts was tough on him tonight. There was several 3-ball counts, though, where he fell behind some guys. But then he made pitches. He made big full count pitches. He made big 3-1 pitches. But in the end, going through the order again with Betts, Betts and Pedroia, and I just thought it was a big spot in the game where we had to stop it there after we built that lead.
Was Franklin's in a big moment for you after they get within 2, then you kind of come back in a little breathing room again with that 3 runs?
Yeah, well, that was, it felt like kind of that was the game, a bunch of the night where they, cut it close, and we had an answer for them. Certainly it was a big hit for sure.
Craig, one constant thing with the offense has been first inning. You guys, it's just been your best inning all year, and it was again tonight. These guys seem ready to hit right away.
Well, it's a great trait. It's something that, we've talked about a lot, is when that starting pitcher's not quite settled into what he's doing. It's his first time out there in 5 days. It's a great opportunity, sometimes your best opportunity to get that guy before he gets going. And Pomeranz settled down and pitched pretty well after that. But it's been a great trait for us this year. I think Eric and Ryan and Travis have all certainly contributed to that. They're obviously hitting in those situations, but it's big. It gets you a lead, and it changes certainly the whole game.
Craig, do you get frustrated with VR's adventures on the base pass tonight?
Yeah, he had a rough night tonight. I will tell you, it was the walks to me were a big thing. Him getting on base was a big deal tonight. He struggled a little bit from the right side of the plate, but he had some good at-bats to get things started tonight. But he made some mistakes on the bases tonight.
Are you going to have to rethink just always having a green light for him if he's going to do stuff like that?
Yeah. He does not always have a green light, for sure. That's not the case right now.
Is he testing your patience with his base running?
He's making, tonight was a night he made too many mistakes.